Hi everyone, Linda here from Create Your Future. I had a subscriber comment under a video on if I could make a longer video on everyone is you pushed out. But before we begin, don't forget to check out the description box below if you'd like one-on-one coaching with me and also the free course we have on how to uncover your blocks and manifest fast. So I'm sure we've all heard of everyone is you pushed out. It's pretty popular because of Neville Goddard. And what it means is that basically it's a reflection of your own internal state, your beliefs, and your assumptions that will be reflected back to you. So the beliefs, thoughts, stories, fears, assumptions you have of that desire. So that what you have about SP or about getting a job or about money and yourself in relation to obtaining that desire will be reflected back to you. So, for example, if I feel that it's hard to get money because growing up my parents were struggling financially, and every time I get money, I lose it fast. I get money, the next thing you know, another bill comes in. So I have an assumption or a story that money is hard to obtain and money gets lost quickly. Therefore, that will be reflected back to me in terms of getting a paycheck and a larger bill coming in. Playing the lottery and not winning, that kind of thing. Another way to see it is, in a very popular topic is SPs. Some people say, but I'm not a cheater, so why did SP cheat? But I'm not a liar, so why did SP lie? It's not a direct reflection like that. It's, again, as I stated earlier, the assumption, the beliefs, the internal story you have of that. So if I have an assumption that all men cheat, all women cheat, all women are liars, I'm not good enough, I'm not chosen, my relationships always fail, all relationships fail, everyone I see is divorced, then that, which is who I think I am, internally, it's my belief, it's my assumption, will be reflected back to me by somebody doing something to validate that assumption of me not being chosen. Men lie, women lie, people cheat. So for example, if I don't feel worthy or good enough, SP may not choose me for some reason, have a third party, or leave me for somebody else. If I have an assumption that I'm never chosen and I'm not good enough for the job because they're looking for someone that has more experience, then I'm going to create a version of that job recruiter, that boss not choosing me because they're looking for someone with more experience and I wouldn't be chosen for the job. So it's more a reflection of that, of your internal state, your internal assumptions, your fears, your stories of what you think might happen or what normally happens or something that you've experienced before. The 3D, the world, the universe is going to reflect back to you something to happen regarding that desire to prove to you that your thought, your fear, your assumption is correct. So I could be a loyal girlfriend. I can be loving and faithful and truthful to my partner and go above and beyond and treat them amazing, and then have an SP that leaves me, moves away, has a third party, and I say, but I was loving, but I was loyal, but I was nurturing, but I treated him like gold. How did this happen? I didn't have this assumption of him, of this happening. I've treated him so well. I deserve to be treated better. But if internally I have an assumption, a story, a belief, a limiting belief somewhere that states or fears, I'm not chosen, they might leave, I don't know if he wants to be with me long term, everybody always cheats on me, his ex was prettier, something externally will happen to have that reflect me. Everyone is me pushed out. It's my assumptions, my fears, my state of being, my stories, negative and positive, is reflected back to me. So what I mean by negative or positive, if I go into a job interview and I have an assumption that I'm amazing, I know I got this job, I got what it takes, everything works out for me, I'm smart enough, I got the degree, I have the experience, everything always works out for me, then guess what? That too will reflect some way, somehow, externally at that job. Something has to validate that thought that I am chosen, that I am good enough. And guess what? It might be them calling me the next day saying, "Congratulations, Linda, you got the job. You're amazing. You're so worthy of this position. You're so good for this position. Therefore, you're going to get it." So basically, to tie this all up, everyone as you pushed out is not directly reflected of you in the sense of, if I'm a cheater, they're a cheater. If I'm rich, they're rich. If I am a liar, they're a liar. It's not directly reflected like that. It's reflected internally. We might have some subconscious beliefs, some old stories, some old thoughts, maybe an experience that we had in the past, maybe experiences we've seen happen with other family members. And on a subconscious level, that's a fear, an assumption, a worry that we might have that might happen. Therefore, something externally, something will happen to reflect and validate back to you that that fear, that story, that thought, that assumption is true. So on that note, ensure you keep a good mental diet. Be aware of what you're thinking and what stories you're telling about yourself and about your desires, because if we can control our thoughts, our desires, our assumptions, then that will control how everything on the outside reflects back to us, person, place, or thing. So I hope that clarified a little bit better on everyone as you pushed out. And if you'd like some more support with that, once again, link in bio, link down below in the description box to book a session with me. So until next time, bye-bye.